Brother Ron, and welcome to We All Be News Radio and TV, the news-free Dixie for the 21st century.
Now, this last little story here, rapper Vince Staples, he was interviewed with Complex, and he said that they don't call any other genre the game. And he's talking about rap. And basically, he went on to talk about it further. And the whole gist of what he was saying was just to say that rap is a business, not a game. And I really got to find where I put these notes, Ron, because he said some other things about people running around like the N word. And that's why y'all look at it as a game. What do you think this means in the bigger sense, Ron, about them thinking that rap is a game? Is it because how many black people in hip hop? I mean, we take over almost a lot of genres of music, right? So, what does this mean in the big scheme of things to you?
It was like child's play in the game. I mean, I'm interested in actually hearing your perspective on this, but you think about, you got grown men calling themselves the baby and little this and little that. And it's very like, I think hip hop is in a state of arrested development, Peter Pan complex, where it's not taken as serious, even though the casualties are real. You got people getting killed in the rap game and they're not coming back. You know what I'm saying? Lives been changed and messed over and stuff like that. And my thing is this, life is a game. Life is a game. It's a sport. It's a contact sport. Also, it's like chess. There's so many different levels to the game. Really, to me, I think what's more important is to learn the rules of the game and to play to win, whatever that game is.
Ooh, now you just broke it down. Now, Vince said that they don't call any other genre the game. They call the rap game because there's a bunch of N words running around and they don't want to give black people shit.
Who is they? I'm just curious what he mean by that. That's why I would ask.
Right.
The pronoun mob. Who is that?
And who are the N words that he's saying are running around and don't want to give black people stuff? Is he? I guess N words I wonder what race of people he's calling N words. I'm just trying to understand.
Well, like these rappers are confusing to me because everybody's the N word. It's an honorary term. Everybody's the N word. Like you look at, it's funny how people get mad. Like I'm looking at the A.L.L, right? The A.L.L show, and the locker scene where they all, Bobby Smurdo or something like that, and the white dude saying they're very comfortable around Carlton, and Will got mad, but him and his friends call themselves the N words all day long. And people and black people on the police at work.
It says, what's the game? In basketball, you dribble, you shoot, you score, you win. He said, Vince added, the reason it's an expression is because somebody has to lose. So that way, when it ends up and you do it and it takes everything from you, then you just lost the game. But that's not what it's supposed to be. This is a business. You're supposed to have good business and good morals. Instead, they pay you and they say, oh, this is an opportunity. So you don't deserve ownership of your project. This is an opportunity. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve that. So what I think he's saying is that these are people who expect you to be ignorant, to be played like you are in a game, because they expect you not to know anything and to fall for the okie doke. And they look at it as just a bunch of N-words running around. That's what he should have said.
Well, we talked about left eye. Look how TLC got duped. Well, it's a saying, don't hate the player, hate the game. TLC should have learned from Bo Diddley and Chuck Berry and Little Richard, but we haven't learned our lesson. Think about what Prince had to go through with Warner Brothers. To the Warner brother. You know what I'm saying? On the anniversary of him getting his stuff back, he got killed in the elevator. Michael Jackson got that Sonny ATV catalog, but he couldn't live long enough to enjoy his riches. Outbid the Beatles for it. Their music. Playing the game got him killed. Sam Cooke tried to play the game, got him killed. Otis Redding tried to play the game, got him killed. Look at Meek Mill. He said he never got a dime from rapping at one point. I think recently. Meek,
That's
come
crazy.
on, man. You buying the owner of the Patriots a Bentley, and he's a billionaire. It make sense.
You gotta please boss.
But you also remember, like,
even gangsters and coon.
Yeah, but you remember what's the guy's name from Rap A Lot? Jay Prince. Like, he suggested that the black artists should boycott the Grammys and have their own alternative concert on the same night in Vegas. Remember when Jay Prince and Irv Gotti from Murder Inc. and Suge Knight wanted to start their own distribution company? What happened to them? The feds came in. Almost sent Irv Gotti and his brother to jail for decades. They was harassing Jay Prince for years. Suge Knight in prison for almost 30 years now. Like when Lou Farrakhan reached out to the black beauty suppliers to try to control their distribution back in the 80s. What happened? They all changed up on him, saying we can't support this because they don't want us to have this. So I mean, it's always a fight. Everything as far as human activity in a system of racism in a religion called white supremacy is warfare.
And y'all always need you just brought up a good point. Always check the black people who seem to have made it to the top, because they had to do a lot to get there.
Like Will Smith, he did a lot of slapping, all types of things, slapping the cheeks.
There's a lot of, even though they're not on sale at the moment, a lot of cooning going on. I don't care that it's hot. We still anti-coon, no cooning.
That's right.
No cooning shirts to be back. But look at some of these talented people who are on the verge of making it, and ask yourself why they didn't, and why the same couple of people are always in the spotlight. That's why they say, you don't need to be jealous of what somebody else going on in their life, because you don't know what they had to do to get there. You may not want to sacrifice and do the dirty things. And not saying everybody do dirty things, but more than that, you getting your hands dirty.
Ain't no way you can make it without getting dirty. He talking about some morals. There's no morals in business.
Right, because we got superstars right now who can't even sing, can't dance either, but somehow they rich and famous.
But think about this. But think about talent. Like, you look at the NBA, he made a good point about LeBron James and them should have more money. LeBron James should be a billionaire easily, but they cap how much money he could make. But the owners can make more money than God.
Right.
The owners can make more money than God, but the players can't make, and they the ones sacrificing their bodies.
Well, that's when these folks need to get together and start their own little thing.
But look what happened to Kobe though. The Kobe made a deal because Tracy McGrady was on ESPN with Rachel Nichols. He talked about how he wanted to die
young, to have a good legacy,
and be bigger than Jordan. And people say he's not bigger than Jordan. I said, talk to Kyrie Irving and all these young players who they prefer, Jordan or Kobe. To them, he is their Jordan.
Well, yeah, to the stupid ones, I mean, he copied Jordan on everything. So, I mean, I like Kobe, don't get me wrong, but when you start to comparing him to Jordan, I'm always gonna go Jordan, because anybody who copy your blueprint like that, I mean, you can get inspiration, but just copy things, move. Nah, I'm gonna have to get.
I'm saying with the young, I'm talking about Kyrie Irving and them, saying Steph and all them. I'm just saying that's their Jordan. Like Jordan was Kobe's Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a form of flattery, but what I'm saying with Kobe, you got to look at deeper than what was going on. There's a lot of moving parts in that Kobe thing. He had a lot of powerful enemies. Look at the people he was associated with. Some of these folks were associated with Jeffrey Epstein. Then he was doing that trademark lawsuit that week. He supposed to been doing court that week. He got killed. So, they say he's trying to start his own league overseas. Then he was getting involved in women's basketball, especially with his daughter. So they don't only kill you, they kill your legacy. See, they don't only kill just you, they're targeting your legacy.
And they don't only just kill you and your legacy, they kill your idea, they kill your dream. Do you understand how important an ideal is?
Yeah, it's deadly.
That's why, in places like Russia and Stalin and back then, they kill you for an ideal. An ideal is
brought that up. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Like, when they did the purges, the first thing they did when they was having them purges in Russia back in the day, the first people they'll get rid of were artists and creators. They'll kill the artists or poets or send them out to Siberia, or they had to leave. They had to get the hell out of Russia.
Yeah, it's something to say about thinking on your own.
Hey, everybody, this is Brother Ron. I am asking you all to do me a big favor. Think about supporting the We All Be movement. Your donation is tax deductible. The We All Be Group Incorporated is a recognized 501c3. And I'm just asking you all because I want to keep on bringing y'all quality work through the way that I know how to do best. And I'm going to sing my praises and toot my horn. A lot of y'all were not hip to Dick Gregory until Brother Ron brought him on the We All Be platform, until that jingle review we did. Y'all seen another side of Judge Joe Brown, and Judge Joe Brown's message has been amplified. But it was We All Be that brought Judge Joe Brown to y'all back in 2014. And so many others. And we covered so many things. So help us out so we can help you all. Peace.